Hey everybody, it's Miss Amy. Today I am finally getting around to filming that Q&A for all of you. I am actually really excited to do this video. I haven't done one like this on my channel yet, and so I thought now would be a good time to chat and get to know me a little bit better. So I have all my questions here. So first things first, what motivated me to do these videos? I started out on YouTube a couple of years ago solely because I just wanted basically to check it off my bucket list, I guess you would say. It was kind of a scratch I wanted to itch. I just wanted to try it and see if I liked it. It's definitely started out as a hobby, and things really took off once we moved into this house. The condo we were living in before, if you go back to my really old videos, had really poor lighting. It was really dark. And then when we bought the house, it has amazing lighting, as you've seen. And so I definitely found my videos kind of gained more popularity then. And then cleaning videos really seemed to be the niche that just fit everything. And I enjoy cleaning and organizing and decluttering and doing all of those different aspects, and so it's a job that I enjoy. Would you ever meet any of your viewers? And I would like to see more of you on Instagram. So I don't actually do a ton of extra social media. I am on TikTok now, so if you want to follow me over there, it's under Miss Amy Cleaning. But I've taken a step back from Instagram for the last month or so, and I don't really intend on getting back on it. I also only had like a private personal account anyways. I didn't have anything kind of for my YouTube content or my other platforms, so I don't really think that that will change, but TikTok is kind of where I'm just having a little bit of fun as well. And then for meeting any of my viewers, I haven't really given that any thought, to be honest. My work life and my personal life, I keep very separate, and I kind of like it that way. So, I mean, if I ran into somebody who recognized me, of course I would say hi and chat and be friendly, but I don't know if I would ever kind of go out of my way to set something up, if that makes sense. Oh, show all my tattoos. I have had a few questions about my tattoos, especially my sleeve, and I have been meaning to get around to filming a video about my tattoos for a long time, and I keep forgetting to do that. So maybe I'll do that in a future, like a really short video, because I don't think it's going to take that long to explain them. But yes, I can't do that right now, but that is something that I have no problem sharing. I mean, there's not any sort of like deep, mysterious stories behind my tattoos, so I will definitely share those in a different video. Someone thought I was British, but it seems we're in the US. Neither, actually. I'm in Canada, so that answers that one. If there are certain words that you kind of just notice maybe I pronounce a little bit differently, that would be why. I am in Canada. Have you ever crushed a bug? Yes. I'm not a huge fan of bugs, especially if they're in my home. I will crush the bugs, but if they're outside, then that's where they live, so they get to stay there. How often do you put your videos on YouTube? I do try to post every Friday. That is my intent. Sometimes if I'm working on a collaboration or something, I do have to wait until I get kind of the green light, and so sometimes the video won't come out until Saturday. But I am also going to try to be posting a little bit more, so there will be bonus videos just kind of coming at you sporadically. Would you ever like to participate in a film? If they offered you a lot of money, would you do it? That's a tricky question, especially here on YouTube. It's a little bit more public than my other platforms. I guess you don't know what I do for work on my other platforms. I'm happily married, so I think that that kind of complicates that question right off the bat. I'm in a marriage that is monogamous, meaning we don't have other people in our bed with us at any point, if that makes sense. My husband is a little more conservative around that whole topic. I'm a little bit more open-minded, but he is my best friend, and so I very much respect his boundaries, and he respects my desire and openness around the work that I do. So if I was offered a lot of money, I don't think that money would matter. I think that it would be a conversation between me and my husband, and then we'd go from there. And what is my age is the next one. I'm 30. I don't know if that's obvious or if that will be a surprise. I think it's pretty well known that I'm married and I have kids. But yeah, I just turned 30 in March, so that answers that one. Unfortunately, there's a few questions here in other languages that I can't seem to translate, and I can't read those languages. So I apologize if you have questions that I had to skip over, because I simply can't read them. Do I have content that has twerk dance in it? No. I get this request at least once a month between all the different platforms about twerking. And I know that this is a huge trend and has been for a couple of years. However, that is not something I do. It's not something I can do. It's not something that I'm like conservative about. I just literally, I can't do it. No. Lots of just like people being really kind and sweet, not even asking questions, just people being grateful for my content, which I appreciate so much. You guys are all really kind and lovely. I am very, very grateful to be able to share my content with you here on YouTube, as well as OnlyFans and Patreon. But I have to say, we're coming up on a year of doing the other platforms as well, and I have so few people who are mean. There's not any trolling or just being really nasty. Even on TikTok now, it's rare. And I don't know if the universe knows that I have a sensitive soul, or if I've just really lucked out in stumbling upon kind people. But I have to say a huge thank you to all of you for just how pleasant all of you are to share content with. I know I'm really bad at responding to comments, but I do read them all across all the platforms. I'm trying to get better about responding to messages in particular, but that is something I have always noticed, is just the kindness and gratitude from all of you. It's across the board, and I'm so appreciative. So I try to make a point in my videos to thank you guys whenever I can, and it's not something I just kind of like throw out there. I do truly mean it. I think that's actually all the questions, because again, so many of you were just complimenting. Oh, what is my favorite hobby? I missed that one. I don't have one favorite. Again, I like to clean, I like to organize and declutter. It's kind of something I do as a like happy, mindless task, whether I'm filming it or not. There's a lot of organizing and decluttering I do that I don't even film, just because I'm in the moment and enjoy it. But I also really like to write. I've been someone who's enjoyed writing my entire life and read. You don't see a ton of bookshelves just stocked full of books. We do try to keep them moving, so books are often leaving my home once I've finished reading them, but I do really love reading and writing. I like editing the videos that I make. That's like, as much as it's my work, it's still very much something I enjoy and would consider a hobby regardless. I like to bake. I like to spend time with friends. I like to do art just for my own enjoyment, not because I want to show it off or prove that I'm any good at it. I don't really have a desire to to do it for anything other than myself. So I guess those are some other hobbies that I have. And then I did see another question about open-toed heels, short skirt, and do you like to use shorts? Well, again, if you are on my other platforms, then I think some of these questions would be answered. Skirts and toys, absolutely. Again, this is YouTube, it's fairly public, so I keep this pretty PG. And then open-toed heels. I'm not a huge fan of wearing shoes in my home. I know that tends to be something that everyone has a very different opinion on, but that's not something we do really in our home. You'll see me wear like my slippers and stuff. But I don't really have any shoes that are like in-house only. But I kind of like the idea of maybe doing that because I've had a few requests for heels as well as ballet flats. So maybe I will look into getting some that I do only wear while I'm cleaning. I think that could be fun. I hope that you enjoyed this. It's not gonna be super long once I edit it down, but regardless, I hope I answered all of your questions. If you have more, feel free to send me feel free to send them my way. I don't mind doing these. I know it's a bit tricky because I'm not on social media very much, so this is like, YouTube is the only platform to really ask these kinds of questions for these videos, but I don't know. It's fun chatting and I don't do it very often, so I hope that you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better, and I'll see you in the next cleaning video. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.